G'day guys, how to become a firefighter in South Australia with the South Australia Metropolitan Fire Service this year 2023. That's what this video is all about. I'm going to walk you through all of the steps of the SAMFS recruitment process and more importantly, what you can do to actually pass each stage and get selected. So the first step is the online application. So SAMFS, the recruitment currently uses an online portal for your personal information and all the minimum requirements as well. It stays open generally for 2 weeks, and those who satisfy the requirements of the online application form will be given the choice to submit a $100 non-refundable application fee. Now the application fee helps cover the SAMFS recruitment costs related to the management of the selection process. The lifespan of accepted applications is 2 years, so if recruitment efforts started inside the 24-month life cycle period, you don't need to reapply. Now, to get through this section of recruitment, make sure you understand the minimum requirements needed and have the information and documentation on hand ready to fill the portal application. Always carefully read and follow the application instructions so you don't get cut in the very first stage before it's all really began. Keep in mind that you want to make sure you do your very best the first time around, given that SAMFS and their recruitment keeps your files for 2 years. Next step is the online cognitive, personality, and behavioral assessment. Converge International or Safe Select administers the online exams. Now, the exams can be completed from your home computer, including the cognitive ability assessment, as well as the personality and behavioral assessment, which was formerly known as the personality profiling and abilities assessment. The results of this evaluation are applicable for the whole 24-month life cycle of the application. SAMFS does not offer feedback on either the personality and behavioral assessment or the cognitive ability assessment. Now, SAMFS uses Cognify, and this consists of a games-based assessment. They no longer use your traditional aptitude style exam. Cognify has 6 mini games. Proof It. In this game, you'll be given 5 passages, each with a 1-minute time limit, and the aim is to identify as many of the typos as possible. There are usually up to 16 errors per passage. Another game, Gridlock. So in this one, you are given Tetris-like pieces and asked to fit them together into a certain shape like a puzzle. And there are 9 shapes to complete within 3 minutes in total. So hopefully you're brushing up on your Tetris skills. Shortcuts. In this game, you are required to get the blue marble to the end point in the shortest path possible. There are 7 levels of this game to complete with a total time limit of 4 minutes. Next game, Numb Bubbles, great name. In this game, you need to quickly click on the balloons that appear, which have an answer equal to a target value. There are 10 rounds of this game to play, each with a duration of 20 seconds. We've got Resemble. Now in this game, you need to recreate an image given to you using the titles provided. Sometimes you will be asked to rotate this figure, so worth keeping in mind just to challenge you. There are 9 figures to reproduce with a total time frame of 4 minutes. We've got Tally Up. So in this game, you are required to pick the side with the greater total, and there are 35 questions, each with a time limit of 4 seconds. Now, if you really want to get ahead of the game, I have Cognify practice exams ready inside the e-learning center in membership. Now, if you're not a member, you can get a mini course inside my free private Facebook group. All the links to the training and resources are below, so follow the prompts and get your hands on all of that. So next is the driver history and tattoo images. Now for this part of the process, you will need to provide details of all traffic infringements over the last 10 years via a driver license history report. Now if you have tattoos, you will need to submit images of tattoos visible when wearing a t-shirt, shorts, and socks. The MFS has discretion in assessing images according to the MFS uniform and dress code. It says visible tattoos shall not be excessive or insulting to reflect negatively on the professional image of the MFS. And there is more detailed information on the SAMFS blog page that we have. The next step is the physical aptitude test, or PAT 1. Now this is a pass or fail type of assessment. You will get an email invitation if you advance to the PAT 1. The shuttle run / beep test is basically PAT 1, and to be qualified to move on to the following step, you've got to attain a level of 9.6. My greatest tip, don't leave it to chance. Make 100% sure that you can make 9.6. Actually, one guy I worked with on an SAMFS application he'd been at it for years. We got him past his previous hurdles, and this was the only test that stood between him and the job, and he didn't get the job because he simply ignored the advice. Please don't be another one of those cases. Anyway, next is the panel interview once you've passed the beep test. If you're invited to an interview, you must bring your CV or your resume. Make sure your resume is pristine and you know it like the back of your hand. This is where you get the chance to show the interview panel that you are the person that they should choose for the very limited number of positions that they have and not the next person who's coming in. Treat it seriously and realize that an exceptional interview performance means that you will get the uniform. Don't disregard the importance of that. Now, you'll be asked to complete a national police check form at the end of the interview in order for MFS to get a report to see if you have, been naughty, not in the good way, in the bad way. If you are chosen at the interview stage, this won't be handled until afterwards. Now, physical aptitude test part 2 follows shortly after the interview. The Part 2 is a pass or fail exam that requires candidates to finish 11 simulated on-the-job tasks in 32 minutes. Your capacity to successfully carry out the physically demanding activities necessary for MFS firefighters at emergency incidents is demonstrated by your Part 2 score. Now, the events in order are hose hold, tunnel crawl, casualty rescue, ceiling breach and pull, ladder raise, extension and lower, tower climb and descent, container haul, forced entry, high pressure hose line drag, equipment carry, and encapsulated suit. I know it's a bit of a mouthful, right? But there is more information available on my blog and the SA MFS website regarding all of that. Up next is the pre-employment check. Applicants who successfully complete the Part 2 will be given approximately 5 weeks to provide the MFS the prerequisite documentation. Now, those that are chosen must then go through their employment medical check. Upon reaching this stage, successful applicants will also be required to provide the contact details of 2 referees, a supervisor, and peer. Just a tip, make sure your referees are going to give you a good reference and that they understand that the job you are going for and you haven't rubbed them the wrong way of recent times. And then finally, after you've received your formal job offer, congrats guys, that's what we're aiming for, MFS will give you time to prepare for the training. Now, if chosen, you will go through a 15-week training program at the Adelaide Fire Station before then being assigned to your assigned fire station. Now, if you are planning on applying with SA MFS Recruitment and becoming a firefighter in South Australia in 2023, and you have extra questions, you need help, you want an edge, or you want to use my practice tests that are free and all the tools, you can find all the information that you need below. But hopefully this has been informative for you guys. Thanks for tuning in. I'll chat to you soon. Cheers.